and 10.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. I'm coming.
There's Foles. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Foles pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
45 to Mike. 45.
They'll look to throw again. Able to find Isabella.
That's good.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
You'll get nothing and like it.
And he's into the clear. 30. Past the 20.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for 2. Operating from the gun. Street looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Attempt is no good. That keeps the score.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
45 to Mike.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
32, David Montgomery.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And the Bears are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run for it with Montgomery. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Foles keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears get a bit closer.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Bears 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Falcons offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Street, short throw underneath to Hurst. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. James Washington his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Operating from the gun. Street. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
To James Washington.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And the Falcon first down.
Now it's Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Good ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Roquan Smith.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 3rd down. Street. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
From the gun, Street. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. Oh, good move. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help. and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 3, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this number 1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Man, I got you. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Tackles.
Operating from the gun, Street. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st and 10, Street. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup.
2nd and 4.
Brings up second.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll start up in Charlotte. Baltimore in town to take on Carolina. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Deshaun Watson on fire. 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway from the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Street. This one caught by Ridley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Again, the ball carrier.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottle him up for a loss of a couple.
Smith in on the tackle.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
He's not going to get me. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They run. It's Gurley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Street. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the gun, Street. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
It's a party now. 44.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. That ball complete to Isabella. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This one caught by Isabella. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having...
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, Street. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
To throw on second down, Street. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, Street, and a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles got a man. That's Quinn. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd down.
That's the reason we going for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Brought down back.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Foles, the screen pass here to Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago 1st. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Incomplete.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Check. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Football's the mic.
And that is incomplete here. Darquez Dennard there defensively.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Back to you.
Foles on the give to Montgomery. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And that'll make this a 19-point game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run with Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where the extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Street got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Off the play fake. Street. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. And a Falcon first down.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Street looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want to...
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them. What I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. got a spot, and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down, and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the air. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the air. Now we on 10.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Hey, I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks, we strap it up, and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage.
Responsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Oh, you're irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a man.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. The return man, Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. There he goes, right side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and this time he is in. Yes. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
I know you saw in your email that the ballots will be coming in after this week's games for league MVP. You've got a vote, I've got a vote. We're getting ready to see a closing argument in this one, though. Can he lock it down?
Week 17, the last act. We're not supposed to say who we're voting for, but I can say this. He's in the stadium right now. So there you go. There's my hint.
There's your hint right there. I'm going to wait until after this one is over. He's got to sway me with one more performance.
Throwing on 1st down. Street is going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
Oh, the big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Andrews. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
A 4-yard loss.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On 1st and 10. Street, short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Street. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Gurley gets through, and now an opening. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Being chased out left, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And goal, Gurley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The ball carrier
has already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Street. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chuck Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Hunt. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Back onto the field comes the offense and Hayden Hurst. As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number 1. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game. Defensively, they have a big challenge on their hands.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
56 to Mark, boy, 56. Check 56. Let's go.
Gurley again here on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys. When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw again is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Devin Duvernay. Incomplete.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not going to reach 1,000, but still pretty good year.
I think you're right. It's a pretty good year for him, but let's face it, every receiver's dream is to have a game like Julio Jones had against the Carolina Panthers. It's 300 yards on the nose, and it didn't matter what coverage they sent his way. He solved it each and every time. Maybe our guy can get that way in this ball game. Let's see.
On 1st down, Street. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Touchdown, defense.
From the gun, Street. This is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Here we go. The second down.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw on second down. Street. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 11. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Complete to Todd Gurley.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw on second down. Street. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
To number 22.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Throwing on first down. Street. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You don't
deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
That one is caught by Hunt. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 20.